Hello, everybody. Joe here, and happy Tuesday. So, talk about minimalism and my health, and I just try to be raw and real and honest. So today is a flare up day for me. So we are gonna do this the best we can. If you're new here, I'm recovering from hip surgery I had last month. So we are just gonna. Pardon me. We're gonna try and do this. I wanted to go ahead and give some organizing tips for people. Of course, the first big thing with organizing is decluttering your stuff down to a manageable point. If your space starts to get too much to handle, too much to manage, and it's a mess and cluttered a good portion of the time, then you still need to declutter. No. For some people, folding the traditional way really helps and they can keep things organized. I personally do the Conway file fold, and because I like how it looks, and it's pretty simple to do. Some people just toss their stuff in their drawers, which if you don't own a lot is okay. If you're not the kind of person to toss, but folding, you don't feel like you have time for that either, then I recommend rolling your clothes. Rolling your clothes like you would if you were gonna pack to go on a trip. That way you can see what you have, see what's there, and it still takes less space than a traditional fold, and less wrinkles like you would in your clothing, like you would if you were in a Conway or file fold. It just takes less time. Highly recommend. The next organizing tip I have is to store your food storage containers with the lids on and stacking them. If you have the space to do that, it really is helpful. Even with having other people around and having leftovers and stuff, I find I'm still able to not have missing lids or containers because one, I have few, and also you're just washing it and putting it away with the lid on, so it's less likely to get lost. Another organizing tip I have, if your pots and pans are pared down enough, is you can depending on if you have a lid for each pot, sometimes I will put the lid on the pot upside down so the handle is facing inward. Lid handle is facing inward, and then I'll stack the smaller pot on top of the larger pot with its lid on, handle facing down. And then also stacking your smaller frying pan inside your larger frying pan, if you have more than one frying pan. So those are all good space savers. And of course, folding and rolling your towels are also good space savers. For me, I like detailed hidden organization, but that's not always possible. So if you're in a space and you're not able to change it the way you want, then just adjust your organizing accordingly. Like in the place we lived in before this, I got a smaller flatware organizer because the drawer wasn't wide enough for the standard size flatware organizer. So switching up what organizer you use or paring down enough to where you don't need an organizer is really helpful. Another thing that's been talked about a lot from like Dana K. White from the Slob Comes Clean, the Minimal Mom, Clutterbug, basically, and any other person who has any experience with decluttering and storing stuff, is that another way to keep it organized is to only store what will fit in a drawer, or only store what will fit in a cabinet, or only store what will fit on a bookcase or on a bookshelf. And if you want to take that one step further, leave yourself extra room in that cabinet or in that bookcase or in that drawer so your stuff isn't cramped together and it's easier to get stuff in and out. Another suggestion I have for organizing clothes is if you basically hang all your clothes except for undergarments. And if you like to visually see your stuff, it looks good. And if you have your stuff behind closet doors, it still looks good. And hanging up clothes doesn't take nearly as long as you think. And it can actually get done pretty quickly depending on how much clothes you have. So these are my tips on organizing. I hope you found them helpful. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.